Shalom, everyone. This message, Yahuah, has something better for you. This is something we need to realize. This is something that if our people understood, if we knew and understood his mind and his thoughts for us in our life, we would make better judgment, better decisions. Look at this picture. We know the history. This yoke of iron. I just Google yoke of iron and you know what comes up and who it affected. It's no fuss, no fighting about who this affected, what people, and how we fit the scripture perfectly. But this is what happened to us. It happened. And yes, this is a part of history no one wants to talk about. No one wants to discuss. They don't want to dig into this because it's too much deepness, and they wanted to keep the people pressed down on the bottom. They meant for us to stay on the bottom. And that Yahuah, because of our ignorance and not doing what he said do, he allowed this to happen. He put us in the situation. He made the way for this to happen because it was written in the Torah that this would happen to the people. But he's saying to us right now, he has something better for us. His plan for us is better. Noah, he had something better. The nations, the land, the whole world was wicked when Noah was on earth, and he had something better for Noah. And Noah started, him and his family all over, fresh, brand new. He had something better for Abraham. He had to leave his father's house, we know the story, ended up all across the land, walking across the land, ended up in Egypt, coming out of Egypt with great possession. He had better plans for him. He had something better for him. We know what happened with Moshe and the children of Yasharal in Egypt. He had something better for them, that hard bondage, that hard slavery that they went through. And we've seen the outcome of his plan. Now let's go through the scriptures here. Psalms 106:1. It says, "Oh, give thanks to Yahuah, for he is good, and his favor endures forever." Yada Yahuah for his word. So we see here that he's good, and he will continue to be good even though we are ignorant and we walk against him. Psalms 34:8. "Oh, taste and see that Yahuah is good. Barak is the man who trusts in him." It's saying we should trust in him. All of us will not trust in him, but Barak is the man who trusts in him. We have to trust in him in these last days like never before. Our life depends on it. Psalms 31:19. "Oh, how great is your goodness, which you have laid up for those who fear you." He has laid up goodness for those who fear him, which you have prepared for those who trust in you in the presence of the sons of men. So what he's going to do, what he has planned for us, again, is something better than what we're in now. It's greater than what we're in now. It's going to be in the presence of all men, of the sons of men. They will see one kingdom fall and another rise. Psalms 84:11. "For Yahuah, our Elohim, is a sun and shield." Listen, this sun and shield, sun gives life, the shield protects. He gives life and he protects. Yahuah will give favor and splendor. No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly. He is not going to withhold anything from his righteous. This is where we're at today. Nahum 1:7. Yahuah is good, a stronghold in a day of trouble. We need him. Listen, the day of trouble is at hand. It's at hand. And this day of trouble, we know it as Jacob's trouble. It's Jacob's trouble. And you know what's coming? There will be famine. There will be wars. There will not be a man. It says in 2nd Ezra, you would desire to hear another man's voice. You would desire to hear another man's voice. Men will be scarce like gold. And so here we have, he's been good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. Why? Because while trouble is going on, there's something else will be happening in the wilderness. And he knows those who trust in him. He knows every last one of us that trust in him. He knows our heart, our intent. He knows he know if our mind staying steadfast on him or not. Micah 6:8. He has shown you, O man, what is good. We cannot say he have not opened our eyes. Yes, he hid his word from us for a time. That's what Ecclesiastes say. He hid his word for a time. It says, and then the lips of many shall declare his wisdom. We cannot say that we have not been shown. He says he's shown you, oh man, what is good. He's shown us, making a difference between clean and unclean. He's shown us what's good, what's clean, and what's unclean. And what does Yahuah require of you? We know what's required. We can't say we don't know. But to do justly, to love favor, love righteousness, and to walk humbly before Yahuah, we should walk humbly before him. Once again, humble is the way. We will not get away from being humble. Many people, we embrace this prideful, arrogant stance, but the arrogance, prideful, this is not the way. Pride is a way to fall. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says Yahuah, thoughts of shalom and not evil, to give you a future and a hope. You see, when we messed up, his thoughts towards us were not good. They were evil. He intended for hurt, harm, destruction, pain, and agony, and death. He said, you will eat the flesh of your own child. This is what he had in store for us at that time. But we're at the end of that time. And now he's telling us he has something greater. He has something better for us. And this is what he wants to come out of this message. He has something better for us. He says of shalom and not evil, to give you a future and a hope. How many of our people can truly say that they have a future, that they absolutely have a future? The future is bright. This is what I'm trying to say. Who can make this statement? The future is bright. If you're in the land of your captivities, of course you cannot make this statement. The future is not bright. Isaiah 41:10. He's telling us to fear not, I am with you. We have some choices to make. Some of us going to make the right choice, and some of us going to make the wrong choice. But if you make the right choice, he's saying, fear not, I am with you. He's saying, don't be dismayed, for I am your Elohim. I will strengthen you. We will become weak. We will feel like giving up. We will feel like throwing in the towel. He says, I will strengthen you. I know what's coming. Even after you come out, I've seen it. I know exactly what's coming. And we will be weak like never before. And he's telling us, I know within myself, he is going to strengthen us. He says, yes, I will help you. When we think you're going to be down and out, he's going to help you. Remember, we're not going to go altogether unpunished. You're not going to come out of these countries, get back in his borders, everything fine and dandy, and we will not go altogether unpunished. It's like nothing else will happen. He's finished. No, it's not going to go down like that. We're going to face something we've never faced before. He says, yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. He's going to help us. He's going to uphold us. But first, we must go through something that many of us will not be able to withstand. Isaiah 26:3. Says you will keep him in perfect shalom, whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. Once again, we see that this perfect shalom, he's going to keep him in perfect shalom, whose mind is stayed on him. Your mind on him constantly. When you lay down, when you wake up, your mind is on him. It should be. Your mind should be on him constantly. And again, he knows the one of the few, the remnant of us, that our mind stay on him. Wisdom of Solomon 3:1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahuah, and there shall no torment touch them. The souls of the righteous is in his hands. Those that listen, the righteous are those that, these are the servants. Let's understand what's being said here. These are the servants. These are they that listened to the Most High when he gave command, and they did it. Some of our people got some of the strangest commands from the Most High, and they just did it. And here the commands we're getting are not as strange as those that they received. And they did it without, questioning. They did it. And there no torment shall touch them. What torment? The world is about to be tormented. It's here. And this torment is going to turn people into shock and surprise. But he says the torment will not touch the righteous. Why? Because they within his borders, and I just made mention in the last video, he will only protect those that's found in his land. This is where protection will come from. In his land and within his borders. That came out of his mouth. And it's no man-made teaching. It's no teaching. It's no commandment of man. Hosea 3:5. It says afterward. Now this will come to pass with or without whoever listening. This will come to pass. After the children of Yasharal shall return. Listen, the children of Yasharal is returning within his borders. They shall seek Yahuah, their Elohim, and do their king. They shall fear Yahuah and his goodness in the latter days. See, we know this to be the latter days, but we don't understand the return part. They shall return. No, he's going to pick us up in spaceship. They shall return. No, we wait in Babylon for him to get us. They shall return. The people returning. This is what we're seeing here. This is what the scripture is saying. The people will return back. They're going to return to their senses, return back to their land, come down off their drunkenness, sober, and be able to hear clearly from the Most High and take instructions and do what he said. Now we know two-thirds. Let me make this clear. Because people are teaching two-thirds being cut off in Babylon. I don't know what scripture that is. Two-thirds will be cut off in the wilderness after cleansing. I went over these scriptures. The two-thirds get cut off in the wilderness. The rest of the world, this is where the enemy will run roughshod over the rest of the world. This is where he make war with the righteous and will overcome them and kill them. This is what's written. Okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:15 and 16. And this is what he has in store for us. Now, I started this out with the yoke of iron. This is where we came from. The yoke of iron being around our necks. And this is what the Most High is saying to us. He's going to remove the yoke of iron from around our necks, and he's going to place a crown on our heads. This is what he has better for us. Listen to this. But the righteous live forever, and their reward is with Yahuah. The Most High takes care of them. This is exactly what happens in the wilderness. He's going to take care of the righteous. Therefore, they will receive a splendid crown from the hand of Yahuah, because with his right hand he will cover them, and with his arm he will shield them. So we're seeing the righteous receiving a crown. The yoke of iron taken from the necks and a crown being placed on their head. So remember, he's taking the yoke off of us. The scripture says he's beginning to burst the bonds of yokes from around our necks. He's going to take that off and put it on our enemy's neck. And then he's going to put a crown on our heads. This is what this message is about. He has something better for us. Now, let me show you some crowns. Understand quickly, these crowns, I have less than a minute. These crowns are the crowns of Gui. None of these crowns will be placed on our heads. The crown, you can see these are wicked crowns. These are crowns from Gui. The crown we will receive will be a righteous crown. It will be a crown that's not pictured on the internet. I can't find a picture of the crown that will be placed on the righteous head. This is the crown that you want. This is the crown that I want. A crown that's not featured on the internet. So I can't show you a picture of this crown, but you get the idea. Yahuah has something better for you. He's going to take this yoke of iron off of the righteous necks, and going to put a crown on their head. He has something greater for us. Shalom.